Hi, it's Charity, and welcome back to the Super Sim series where we use no cheats, no mods, and try to get all the milestones, careers, degrees, skills, aspirations, reward traits, collections, and save file achievements. Basically, everything you can do with a single sim or their line. And Pandora is having trouble with this aspiration, so she's currently working on the Outdoor Enthusiast aspiration, and we have to sleep for 5 nights in a tent. And there's no way that we're going to do it this time because I think she took until maybe 12:20 in order to go to sleep. And she's about to wake up soon because her energy bar goes up way too quickly. And I'm not sure why that is. Actually, no, wait, I do know why that is. Okay, so she has this mountaineer trait. And it's from climbing the mountain in Mount Kumarabi and getting an excellent score on her mountain climbing expedition. So because she has that trait, she will always get 3 up arrows to her energy bar when she's sleeping in a tent. And there you go. See, normally you only get 2 up arrows. And now I've had people in my comments say that, oh, if you have seldom sleepy, you can still get it as long as you deplete your energy through, say, drinking nectar and passing out. Well, in this case, that won't help me. I've already had her bar pretty far into the red, and still I did not sleep for 6 hours. And the reason is her energy recovers, and once her energy recovers, she can only have like 1 more go around to this sleep interaction. And right now it's 2 a.m. So we'll go ahead and try and fast forward a little bit. And what's going to happen is she's going to wake up when it goes around the second time. So when it goes around the first time, you won't have it completely wake up. Okay, so she didn't wake up. When I go to sleep, it wakes her up. So technically that counts as waking up. If you only have 1 sleep in your queue, then you can kind of do it. Because what happens is it will go around the second time. And why is somebody coming in the tent with me? But anyway, it goes around the second time and it takes a long time to do that. See, it's 3:30 a.m. And if I hit fast forward, this will almost make it to 6 a.m. before she wakes up. And so that would basically get you 6 hours in the tent, barely. But you have to have your energy all the way in red. And yeah, see, she woke up at 5:20, even having that go around for a second time. And that's just insane. Yeah, she did not get that this time. All right, well, we're going to have to try to get her energy down super, super low before she goes in the tent, and also go in the tent before midnight. And then hopefully I can actually get this. I don't know if it's possible with this trait, but we will find out. Technically, we're still in the bot savants. So we're just trying to get all of our upgrades to level 10. And then also increase the battery and durability to 100% so we can place them in the shop. And then we're going to pretty much get rid of this organization and do a different organization at Boxbury. Okay, we've moved out here to the courtyard because this is where the util bot contest will be held. And it's not that we really care about the util bot contest, but we want to see other bot savant members so that we can try and raise our organization level. Okay, we're a senior member, and what else you can do here is you can steal. I guess you can't. Okay, you can put them on the workstation. So I can put other people's bots on the workstation and then I can dismantle them so that I can have parts to build my own bot. Okay, so we went to the pool with Carla and we have Pandora. No, she left. Come on, Pandora. All right, well, we can just leave and come back and invite her over. I think if we just invite her to hang out here, it's fine because it's still 7 p.m. Of course, we have to do it out of the pool and out of the building. Why? Oh, we have to go to the closest place where I selected it, and she could be on dry land to do it. Okay, fine. Whatever, Sims. Okay, it's 8 p.m. That is kind of late, but hopefully it works. Okay, I have it to less than 50 minutes. It is 49 minutes. Let's hope that she can get enough sleep. If she gets in the tent before midnight, she has a chance to do it. It says 45 minutes, 44, 43. Okay, so it was about 43 minutes. And if she doesn't get enough sleep tonight, then basically I'm going to have to run it down to less than 30 minutes to try and see if that will work. Last time she was on 55 and she did not get enough sleep. So we'll see how it goes. 5:23. No, that's not enough time. That wasn't even close to enough time. I don't think this is possible. She'll be almost ready to pass out. I don't know how in the world I got it to go one night, because I don't think I ever got her energy down that low. Maybe it's triple speed that's screwing it up because it's not registering before she gets up. I don't know. I'm going to have to try and do this with less time on the clock, I guess. Okay, Pandora likes pessimistic Sims. All right, sure. This is Neelish, and he keeps following me sometimes. So I thought that maybe we try to become partners in crime. We can ask him to be our snow bro. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, I guess it's just a cute interaction. Okay, we can become partners in crime, and he's also our snow bro. And what you can do is after that, you can do pranks, where I thought it was group pranks. How do you do that, though? Okay, under prank, you can plan to lure a llama into the workplace, and you can plan to wrap bacon around everything, which is just kind of funny. So maybe we'll plan to wrap bacon around everything. Okay, we're becoming partners in crime with Nawe. I am not exactly sure how to say that. Nawe or Nawe, something like that. So she's going to be our other partner in crime. Oh, Zoe adopted a child. All right. Well, sorry, we can't say hello right now. Okay, I think you can become partners in crime with more than one person because it says we already have a prank planned for the next work day, but it calls us a group. So I guess we're a group now? It kind of disturbs me though, because there's nothing on their info panel that says they're partners in crime. I guess you just have to remember who your partner in crime is. That's a little disappointing. Why is skinny dipping a holiday activity? I mean, I understand swimming, Kenara. I'm not sure what religion has to do with Kenara, but why is skinny dipping satisfying that holiday tradition? I would disagree with that. Why did she immediately have to leave? Okay, she's about to pass out in 3 hours, and I have an activity at 6 p.m. Now, the trick is when you go to work, you can actually... Oh, so I graduated with all A's. I was not expecting that. Kicked out? No! Okay, well, she was kicked out of her job because, unfortunately... She was bad news. Pandora was dismissed because she graduated. Come on. Why was she kicked out? Well, I can understand why she was kicked out, but why does it say bad news? She was kicked out. Oh, no. Why does she have go to work here? She was kicked out. Why was she going to work anyway? Well, anyway. All right. So if you go to work and you're about to pass out and you pass out while at work, usually what happens is your sim stays at work and your energy bar stays at 0, but you come home because you were at a rabbit hole, you never passed out, and you never gained your energy back, and your energy is permanently stuck at 0. Maybe we can do that. But right now, at exactly 3 hours, I guess I can go to sleep and hopefully still have the same thing. So I'm going to just hang out here for 3 hours until my energy bar goes to 0, and then we're going to go to sleep in this tent. Oh no, it says she's going to pass out in 6 minutes, and it's not yet 9 o'clock. All right, so this one was a tad too much on that side. I wonder what will happen if I go in the tent and maybe take a nap real quick. I don't think she can make it before she passes out. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, she made it in. So I'm going to nap for like a tiny bit. Hopefully not too long, because I need it to be after 9 p.m. and she's only gaining 1 tiny little up arrow. Okay, hopefully her energy is not too high. Okay, so pass out in 28 minutes. And hopefully I can just have her maybe make a snow angel, but first change because I don't want you to freeze. Okay, pass out in 9 minutes. Sleep. And then we're going to leave it. Well, I'm not going to be able to sit here for 1 speed. I gotta go at least 2 speed, but hopefully not triple speed or super speed. And of course it went on triple speed. Okay, so basically I have to get this at least until 3 a.m. And it looks like the bar is going to go all the way around pretty soon. Well, actually maybe not pretty soon, but I would say maybe about 4 hours in, the bar is all the way around, and maybe the extra bar hopefully will not take less than 2 hours. We'll see. Oh no, so I made it all the way to midnight, and maybe I can make it to 1 a.m. before the bar goes around. Okay, I made it to 1 a.m. Now I just have to make it until 3 a.m. All right, so she's going to completely fill up her energy bar at around 1:30 or 2. And I'm not sure how long the second go around lasts. If it's only 1 hour, I'm never going to be able to do this. Okay, I think this is good because what's happened is I don't see the bar restarting. When you go on super slow mode, the bar doesn't restart. Does that mean she's just going to sleep until she wakes up? Or actually until something wakes her up other than her energy being full? You better not come out of that tent. You better not come out of that tent. You just got 1 more hour to go. Okay, it's 3 a.m. and I'm not exactly sure when I went in the tent. It was sometime around 9 p.m. So, is she ever going to wake up? Or is she going to make it all the way to 5 or 6 a.m. like she normally does? I think it glitched. I don't think that she's still supposed to be asleep. This better count. This had better count. Okay, she got up at 3:25 a.m. and it counted. Okay, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at the tape, or I'll have to go back and look at the recording and see how long she slept. But that must have been almost right on the nose at 6 hours. So it is possible to get this done with this mountaineer trait, but you have to be less than 50 minutes away from passing out. And I'm not exactly sure how close to passing out you need to be, but she was 9 minutes away from passing out. And I would say do it as close to 9 p.m. as possible. because if you push it too far, close to midnight, you don't know if you're going to get in the tent soon enough. So that's night number 2. We have to do that 3 more times, Pandora. Get off of my robotics workstation. I hate it when they take my robotics workstation. Go streaking. Come on. No, you don't. No! Why are you getting to my robot? My robot is on there. Alright, at least the robot stopped her from tinkering. No, you can't pass out. You can't pass out. No! Great. She passed out. That's going to completely ruin her energy because it basically makes it so that she's going to pass out in 2 more hours. And it's only 8 p.m. Oh, 3 hours, I guess, because she's energized. Well, maybe if I try vacuuming. Okay, it says pass out in 44 minutes, and it's currently 9:51 p.m. About 9:55 when she actually went in the tent. So we'll see. No, I think that was a minute too soon. It was. It was 2 minutes too soon, I think. All right, I didn't get it that time. So she has to be like less than 30 minutes away from passing out. And I have to be sure that she doesn't pass out on her way to the tent, which is also annoying. I'm not packing up and moving out. I'm enrolling in university. Why did it stop me from doing that? I wanted to enroll. Darn it. Okay, I'm going to have to move home for like a minute. Okay, it looks like Judy is a toddler now. So I upgraded her bed and gave her some potties. And then I think we already had high chair down here. Yes, we had a high chair down here. So that's fine. All right, Pandora, we'll go ahead and go to university again. All right, so we only have 3 more degrees left at Foxbury. The physics is next, and then psychology and villainy. Okay, I thought we'd come to a new dorm. This is actually the house that used to be here, but I had it redone. I downloaded it off the gallery, and then I changed it quite a bit, of course, because I just wanted it to have my own flair, and we needed some things in here that we normally wouldn't have, like a space to put our robotics station and our term presentations. For some reason, this time I'm going to lock my dorm, and this is going to be my bed. And that should solve any issues that we have with someone using my robotic station. Okay, so downstairs we have like this living room area with a kitchen and everything that you could want, a bathroom and laundry. And we have a little porch out here with a cards table. And I think this place is so cute. It actually has separate apartments instead of dorm rooms. So these little apartments each have a double bed, a bathroom, a kitchenette, and there's an upstairs one and a downstairs one, with the exception of this middle unit here. The middle unit has a desk and couch and a little kitchenette downstairs, but then upstairs there's kind of like a loft bedroom and a place to put my stuff. And this is where Pandora will be. Now, I think there is only an entrance downstairs. Yes, you have to go in downstairs. You can't go in upstairs. Okay, so the original building is by Mrs. Jupy 311, and it's mostly the same. It's just that I think the bedrooms are, so this loft area has a smaller bedroom upstairs. You can't fit anything else up there, and I had to change that. And then the lighting is kind of dark in here, so you can't really see how the bedrooms were, but I think they're identical. I don't think I changed anything. I did add a dumpster, but this is on the gallery if anyone is interested in it. And of course, I did not play test this, so hopefully everything works. Oh, I can't play Sim Scuffle with the team. Well, I guess I could do it right at 5 p.m., but I have to go to my activity at 6 p.m. I didn't know it would actually make me go the same day I signed up for it. Okay, we have mastered the rocket science skill. I guess that is something that we learn in this degree. What degree are we taking again? Physics. Okay. This dream chaser unlocked by fulfilling 50 wants has not completed. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we may have done that, but maybe it had to have been since that pack came out. Let me know in the comments if you actually got that one to unlock yet, because I don't know. I might have done 50 once on Pandora, but maybe it glitches out because I'm changing households all the time. Why can I not make anything? Cook is not an option. I know there's no stove, but cook should be an option. Why is it like that? Okay, apparently you cannot cook. I don't know how it worked on the other one. Maybe because I had simple living? Oh, this one only allows you to make a sack lunch. Maybe if I create a family recipe, it'll work. Great. These all require prepped veggies. How about the fruit salad? Where's the fruit salad? Okay, we'll call this no sad potato salad. I was debating whether or not to do the one that freezes a random need, but then I thought I'll get energy. It'll just be my luck, and I don't want energy. And of course, someone's going to go and take my salad. Urge you. Yes, go ahead, Nico. Everyone's going to go eat my salad. They ate all the food in here. See, I have a nice little homework area up here, and I can even put the robotics workstation up here when she's not doing her term presentation. Oh, crud. I want to go to the meeting. Maybe I should have worked from home. I can now play with friends, but I'm going to have to do that quickly because I have to go. I wonder how long this takes. Please tell me this doesn't take more than an hour. It looks like it's going to take more than an hour. Don't talk to me. I'm going to send everyone home. Yeah, there's no way this is going to finish in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to be late or I'm going to be forced to not finish this. Yeah, it's not even halfway done. I'm going to have to quit. I'm sorry. I did not finish that, but you gave me that assignment when I couldn't even start it until an hour before I was supposed to be at work. I got promoted. Well, I didn't think I was going to get promoted, but I did anyway. I'm an alternate, so that is level 3 of the esports competitor. And I think we need to get to level 4 maybe, because it says the next promotion is teammate, and that's level 3. So we should probably research a sim scuffle strategies right away, or we can play a solo tournament. I'm not sure how we research strategies. Maybe it's under research, because it's not under career. Yeah, it's under research, which is under web, and it's annoying because you have to click like 4 different things in the menu and define that. Oh, but we're not going to get the sleep tonight. Yeah, there's no way that I can get her sleep down to where it's supposed to be tonight. I guess we're going to have to try and do that tomorrow. But that's also going to be difficult because she goes to work from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for every night. So what I need to do is I need to pass out while I'm at work. That's the only way this is going to work. I forgot how much I hate half walls. Yeah, Sims will put these plates on top of the half walls. So in order to stop that, you have to have like the guard rails or something on top of them. And it kind of messes with the vibe a little bit. But I prefer to do that versus the shrunken yarn balls, because the shrunken yarn balls don't always work. Oh, why does it make you go there? That is not her classroom. All right, it makes her go there, and her classroom is actually over here. Oh, she's got to go all the way around the building. She's going to be late. Okay, stop that. No, I don't want to skip the lecture. I just want to jog. Why is she walking? I know she's tired, but she should jog. Let's see how late she is. She's going to completely miss this class. That's so funny. Ooh, and she passes out in 52 minutes. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to pass out while at class. Hopefully she doesn't pass out in between classes. That would be worse. Okay, she might be able to make it to the next class and pass out during the next class. So that's what I want her to do, is I want her to be at a rabbit hole and run out of energy. And it's kind of dangerous to do that because if she collapses and she misses class, then that's going to be terrible. But if she makes it to class and quote, quote, passes out, or her energy meter runs out while she's in class, it will make her energy permanently frozen at 0, and that will be perfect. Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be super close. Hopefully her energized buff doesn't run out, because if it does, this will go away quicker. 7 minutes, and she has 4 minutes until class. I don't know if she'll make it or not. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, she made it. It says at university class, pass out in 2 minutes. What it really should do is it should force you to sleep while at class, because that gives you no grade or skill gain, but gains energy. And it should force you to do that at work as well. If you pass out while at work, you should automatically be forced into a sleep state. But no, The Sims doesn't do that. Now you would think that when she returns from class that this pass out would actually happen, but it doesn't. It actually freezes her energy need, which is nice. And there you have it. As long as I can keep her from sleeping or passing out, which means she cannot take a bath, then she will basically be like this until 9 p.m. and we can put the 10 out and sleep. Okay, if I get her energized, that should hopefully prevent her from sleeping, because Sims who are energized will refuse to sleep. However, they will drink coffee. So I have to be sure that she doesn't drink any coffee. Let's just go ahead and work on her term paper for now. We have to go to our meeting for our esports competitor and hopefully get up to level 3. All right, well, she improved her performance a little bit. All right, let's go to the place where we can sleep in the tent. Okay, it is 10 p.m. Going to go ahead and save the game just in case, because I want to do this on super speed and see if it actually works on super speed, because my energy is as low as it could possibly go. And it does work on super speed. Okay. Well, that's the way to do it then. Make sure your energy bar runs out at a rabbit hole, and then make sure your energy is completely 0 and go to sleep around 9 or 10 p.m. And you basically will fulfill that requirement despite having a trait that conflicts with it. Okay, now we're going to try the pass out through nectar method. So we will drink 4 glasses of nectar and see if that will make it so that we will pass out during one of our classes or maybe our activity. Okay, that passes her out, and then she has only 2 hours. Okay, so that's not too bad. 2 hours until she passes out again, which means that we probably need to drink some coffee because we're not going to make it to our first class. Isn't this just like a college student? Passing out from too much to drink the night before and then drinking coffee to keep yourself awake until class time. I can identify with the drinking coffee part, but not really the getting drunk part. Okay, having your energized buff wear off while you're in class is excellent for making you pass out during your class. So that's the second one done. And we only need to do that maybe one more time if she manages to get it this time at night. Okay, so Lakeisha Powers says Dominic Robles has asked her out on a date. Sure, go for it. I don't think this will really matter because it might make them girlfriend and boyfriend, but it won't necessarily make them get engaged or have kids. And we've been promoted to teammate, so that is level 3. Okay, next promotion is captain, so I believe captain is the last one for this particular career, and actually you need to do it before you graduate with a degree, and you only get 2 weeks to do it, so it's a little bit of a difficult ask. Oh, she's gaining fame from being an esports competitor. Well, not that much. Okay, 4 nights, and before we go anywhere, we're going to make some nectar. Now, I just remembered this is Saturday. I don't have any rabbit holes to go to, but maybe I could go to a rabbit hole that is different, or I don't know. Basically, there's a lot of rabbit holes that you can go to, and if I'm in a rabbit hole while this exhaustion wears out, then that'll be fine. So maybe we'll watch a movie. That didn't last long. She was bored, I guess. So she disliked the movie, temporarily banned from the theater. Okay, she was talking. Oh no, temporarily banned? I can't watch anything. How unfair. Okay, next time, don't fill anybody in. Okay, I need to find another rabbit hole I can quickly go to. I don't know if I can make it to the tunnels in time. I was trying to think of one that was kind of close to where you zone in because I only have 30 minutes to get in there. Well, this one might work. Okay, don't want to go in too soon because I think you get kicked out of these pretty easily if you're not a werewolf. So we'll figure it out. Okay, I think we did it. It's pass out in 0 minutes. Okay, and we're out of the tunnels. Okay, we need to have a chicken and an egg. So, do I still have a small business? No. Okay, let's see what the grocery store owner has. We actually need an egg. Oh, an obsidian egg. I have a feeling that would get first place, though. So we'll start with midnight bowling. Someone turned on the lane's blue lighting, which looks nice in game, but is kind of bad for recording. Okay, 4 in a row. On her first game, I swear, her first game is always the best one. If she doesn't get it the first time, it seems like she doesn't get it at all. Ah, the 5th ball. No. She doesn't get it this time. Someone decided they'd had enough of the midnight bowling. All right, 4 in a row again. Okay, so maybe that isn't a thing, but I am now uncomfortable because I'm exhausted. It's switching back and forth between uncomfortable and confident. So I don't know if she's going to be able to do this while she's uncomfortable. I might have to drink a potion. Okay, 5 in a row. On a second game. If she does this while she's uncomfortable, that's definite proof that mood does not matter. 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, Pandora, don't screw it up. Oh, come on! Come on! That was terrible. Okay, well, I think we actually did better when we were uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever got 9 in a row. Why did you miss that last one? Why? All right, well, let's go join the Finchwick Fair. Okay, there is our excited competitor entry, and then we need to put one over here for the egg. I'm going to go with the obsidian egg, I guess. I don't know if we got first place in an egg competition yet. Yeah, let's just start a game while she's uncomfortable. Well, actually, she's confident. So, not sure why it keeps switching back and forth, but maybe it's oh no, we have an esports meeting in an hour. Do we really have one on Saturday? I didn't know that there was one on Saturday. Yeah, it's every single day except for Sunday, and she missed the very first ball. Okay, I think maybe it matters what you are when you start bowling. And maybe it doesn't matter if you become uncomfortable during the middle of bowling. Where are you going? Apparently, the Saturday thing is not at the same place as the normal time. Do you have to go all the way to the sports arena? Oh, I did not know that. That's unfortunate. Well, note to self, be closer to the sports arena when you have to go to work. She's got to go all the way up there. She's going to miss the entire match because she was nowhere near the entrance over here. Oh, this is unacceptable. Okay, the event sponsors only handed out prizes to the winners, so Pandora is leaving empty-handed. Better luck next time. So they didn't win. And, well, I'm not sure if I did the daily task either, so her performance is set kind of meh, but that's fine. We'll fix that. All right, so we got participation chicken competition and participation egg competition. All right, that's not acceptable. Oh, this time we got a third place egg competition ribbon for our egg that was an obsidian egg. All right, well, that's better than nothing. And we got some kind of prize, maybe? We won! Now we have a power sip swag. Okay. Is that just the same thing that we got for getting this career? Oh, we got a chair. Not sure if that's really worth it, but I was wondering if you maybe got prizes from being in the competitions. There are these Power Sip Inferno and Power Sip Classics that have increased your odds in video game tournaments. That's going to be very important for the City Living one. So maybe I should save those for when we do the City Living aspiration, because you have to win a video game tournament and it's really hard to win. I think it may be impossible. I've never actually completed that aspiration. So maybe we'll hold on to those. Now we're going to just sleep and hopefully we can get this. Oh yeah, I should probably save. Normally right now I'd switch over to the other households and do the summary, but I want to finish this aspiration. I am so tired of having to be tired all the time. Oh no, she's saying goodbye to people. That's going to wake her up. And there you have it, aspiration achieved. And I hate this zone. Okay. Put the tent back in your inventory. Now we can finally switch to a different aspiration. Well, moving backwards, the next one is werewolf. No. Let's do the wellness ones. We'll start with inner peace. I think that kind of jives well with being in university somewhat. So let's try that. Oh, wow. We already have 3 out of 6 for practicing mindfulness and 5 out of 6 for seeking relaxation. Okay. That's unexpected, but sure. Okay, I wonder if there's some more traits that we should get. Well, always welcome is always a nice thing. So we'll go ahead and get that one. Then there's great storyteller, heat acclimation, speed reader, and super mentor. We'll get that for now. Okay, and that doesn't mean for aspirations we are an outdoor enthusiast. And then we got the always welcome, heat acclimation, great storytell, mentor, and speed reader. reward traits. So we basically finished all of the ones that are less than 1,500 points. And then for skills, we did max out the rocket science skill. For degrees, we earned the economics degree. And I'm pretty sure there's no milestones that we did. Okay, so for the power household, the only thing that has changed is now Louis is now an elder. We're still waiting for Maximus to not be around, so this household is full and nothing else is changing. Okay, we're here in the Pickens household where we have Jamie Pickens, who is now an elder. Rudy and Goneril are both young adults, and then the twins are now toddlers. So we have to change out their infant stuff for toddler stuff. All right, so we have the 2 toddler high chairs over here already because they were infants, and then we put toddler potties in both bathrooms. And then we also have the toddler beds in this room. Okay, just some age ups for the Pittman Reaper household. So Rockrose and Elijah are both elders now. And then Edison is now an adult. Then Melissa is a teenager. And then Precious and Maggie are both elder dogs and cats. So unfortunately, they'll be losing the dog and the cat soon. But then when Melissa ages up from a teen to a young adult, she'll have hopefully room in the household to have a partner and a child. Okay, a little bit of a change in the Winchester household. We have Luke, who is now an elder. Kylie is now an elder. Rhea is an elder. And then Nixon is still a young adult, and Brittany is still a young adult. But then Carly is a child now. And then Stella is a toddler. And then they have a dog. So Maggie is a new member of the household. She can save some extra slots anyway because, yeah, we need to wait for Carly to become an adult to have the next generation. So we need to maybe leave the toddler bed in here and get rid of this infant crib. So we'll put a little dog bed in this room, and then I need to put the child somewhere. I think what I'll do is I'll actually put her in this room because the elders won't be here forever. Okay, then we have a pet bowl and everything else should be set. Okay, and then in the Jimenez household, we have Elvis as an elder, Nectarine as an elder, and then Bernard is a child, but I think their bedrooms are already set because it was already done. Okay, in the Moon household, Zoe is now an elder. Sao Paulo is still an adult. And then we have Celine, who is an adult. Maud, who is almost an adult, but still a young adult. Noelle, who is a young adult. Janice, who is a child. And then Jet, who is a child. But Jet, I think, was a new birth. I said I couldn't go visit them. Maybe an adoption. Yeah, Jet is an adoption. So Zoe is the parent of Jet. And then Noelle and Celine are the siblings. So Celine and Maud had Janice. So we have to wait for Janice to grow up before we have the next generation. Okay, and that does present something of a problem because I don't think there's enough beds in here. We're probably just going to have to turn this into a bunk bed style and make the children share, which means I kind of ruined the vibe, but it's okay. I mean, none of these beds really go. That one maybe is, It's not the right vibe, but at least it matches the color scheme. Okay, and here we are at the Bellas household. So Sim Bellas is now an elder. And we have added Ryan Gilbert to the household as the spouse for Ruby Bellas. So Ruby and Gilbert are going to be able to have the next generation, and Justice is also an elder, but that's okay. Oh, the horse cannot get up the stairs. Well, that's terrible. This is a lot that should allow horse. Well, technically it's in town, but yeah, this lot is bad for horses. Okay, so Ruby Bella's is eating for 2. I think what we're going to do, though, is since this family has a horse, we're going to move them. Okay, this is going to end up much better anyway, because as they start expanding and having more kids, it'll be easier. So we already have a little bedroom in here that could be a child's bedroom potentially, and then Simbella's can have a retirement bedroom. Maybe we'll give her the granny bedroom over here. So yeah, she gets the bedroom at the end of this hall. And then this bedroom will be a nursery. And then we'll have the parents in here. So that's perfect. We'll just put a little bassinet in here. There, that way they can room in with the newborn and the infant and the toddler stage. And then once they get to be a child, they can just have this bed over here. And now we can finally get something for the horse to enjoy. Let's see, where should we put the horse? We should probably put the horse in one of these enclosure areas. I mean, I guess we'll keep the shed, but we'll turn this one into like a little horse area instead of this garden path. Okay, I think this is the perfect little area for the horse over here. So that's better. Maybe we'll actually go and put some horse hay in here because this poor horse has not eaten. And that's just so sad. There you go, Justice. I'm sorry about that. I did not realize that you could not get up those stairs. I should have known. Okay, in the Caulfield household, we pretty much have the same thing. Kansas and Jasmine are adults. And then Antoine is a young adult. Rafka is a young adult. Jayla is now a young adult, so she was a teenager. And then we have Houston, who is a teenager now. And Lance is a child. Then Lamar is a toddler. So I did switch out his bed. He was an infant, and now he has a toddler bed. All right, in the Sparks household, we have Primo Sparks, who is an elder. Zero Sparks, who is an elder. Owlex is an adult. Uni Sparkles is an adult. Snowflake is an adult. Then Micah is now a teen. So Micah is the one that we're waiting for to grow up. But Brielle is also a teen. And Jacqueline is a child. Oh, and we have, unfortunately, a urn over here. So Gus is a pet. Let's see. Not sure where we should keep the graves and the urns, but maybe over here. Because when we do the pet aspiration, we may need these. Okay, let's just make sure that there is no toddler bed or anything. There should have been a toddler bed. Why is there no toddler bed? Oh, it's in here. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. And I'm going to say, because there's a Murphy bed right here, that we really have enough beds. And I'm not going to worry about adding another adult bed. So yeah, now we have to finish our homework for tomorrow because we have not done any of it. And we also need to remember to do our daily task. So this is Charity. Thanks for watching.